All right, so in this video, I wanted to go over really quickly what we're looking at when I'm looking at a deal, right? As it relates to an investment is concerned. So number one thing, I'm looking at preserving capital. Always preserve capital. That's the rule number one in all investments. We've all heard it from Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, Berkshire Hathaway. Don't lose money, which is protect your capital. The easiest way to protect your capital is convert your capital from paper assets or out of the bank and move it into a real asset. So you know where your properties or you know where your capital is. That's number one. Number two, when we're looking at a deal, we're looking for cash flow, positive cash flow on a deal. It needs a positive cash flow from day one, meaning like it needs to cover the debt, the expenses, and it needs to pay the investors a return on their money, monthly cash flow, right? Number three is also we want to be looking at tax advantages. Tax advantages. So the tax advantages should be able to get passed on. Like a lot of other investment vehicles don't have tax advantages. Like if you just invest in debt, some people are like, well, I'm just going to do debt. You don't get the tax advantages that are coming from a real estate investment as a partner the way that we do that. That gets passed on to our investors. Number four, you get leverage. Usually in a real estate deal, the way that we're doing commercial real estate, your $1 buys you a $3 is now worth $3 in a real estate deal. This is huge for us because we know that let's say you were to invest $1 million. Your $1 million in a real estate investment will give you a $3 million position or worth 3 million, right? Not cash in your account, but it's worth $3 million now because we put on good leverage, like I said in the last video, about having the leverage that comes on outside of the equity piece. But these are the things that we look for. And last but not least, it's something that I enjoy. I talk about it, but there's scale, right? It's like the difference between some people like, oh, I'm going to invest in a single family home. You can buy one house, right, with one tenant, that's it. Or you can buy one property that has 200 units in it, 200 tenants. That's like if you were going to buy a business. Do you want to buy a business that has one customer coming in a month? Or do you want to buy a business that has 500 customers coming in a month that are qualified, paying, buying every month? That is a thriving business. But same thing with real estate. You don't want to buy one house with one tenant and rent it out and call that an investment. That's a nightmare. You want to buy one property with 500 tenants paying in every month like clockwork because they're going to do that on a contract. That's better. So when I think about the best investment opportunities out there, I'm always thinking, hey, how do we protect our capital and not lose money right away? Next, do we get cash flow from making that investment? And are there tax advantages? Is there a tax advantage to putting my money in a place? Could we offset our other income or the income we got from that property with the tax advantages from that opportunity? Next, is there leverage? Will my $1 be worth more money based on that one investment opportunity at some point in the future? Yes. And then last but not least, is there scale? Scale actually is what other I consider scale in real estate diversity, diversification. Like when some people are like, yeah, you need to diversify, have a bunch of different things. Multiple units in one location to me is diversification because I have more than one person paying as opposed to one person paying, right? So that's to me, scale is the equivalent of diversification that other people talk about as it relates to Wall Street and stock investing. So I wanted to share with you the 5 ways that our investors actually get paid as making investments and the advantages of being able to invest. These are really my investment priorities when I'm looking at a multifamily deal. And I wanted to share that with you just for your own purposes here in this video.